Tank cars on trains can contain any type of liquid or gas, and they should always be transported safely. One of the most important safety requirements is that the track it is on is not damaged or broken. However, this requirement was carelessly skipped on September 15, 2002, in the town of Farragut. In the morning, Norfolk Southern Train 703 approached a spring switch at the end of the Boyd siding. 703 stopped in the siding and examined the switch. There was a 1/4 inch gap between the switch point and the stock rail. The crew had operated the switch many times, so they knew about this. However, until now, it was only 1/8 of an inch. Train 703 then proceeded through the switch without accident after reporting the fault. A maintenance person was sent to investigate the report, arriving at around 11 a.m. The signal maintainer later told investigators that he thought the switch looked like it could use a little oil. The signal maintainer checked with the dispatcher to obtain a track warrant so that he could perform work on the active rail line. He was told that 2 trains were approaching the siding and decided that once both trains left the area, he would obtain the warrant and perform an internal inspection of the switch. At 11:20, NS train 15T was traveling west at 61 kilometers an hour when it passed through the eastern end of the Boyd siding, well below the limit. The crew felt a tug while going over the switch, turned around, and watched disaster ensue. Of the 142 cars, 2 locomotives and 25 cars derailed. The crew noticed a white cloud rising from the tank cars. They radioed the dispatcher at the same time the signal manager was calling the incident in via phone. Of the derailed cars, a flatbed carrying 2 Sherman tanks crashed. The 18th car was a tank car carrying 40,000 litres of oleum, and it was crushed by other cars and began to leak. The spill caused a large plume of acid vapours that began to cover the area and blow southeast due to the winds. Responders from the RMFD and Knox County Sheriff Office began to arrive within 5 minutes and met with the train crew. Later, they had to evacuate an 11-kilometer squared area. Around 2,600 residents were evacuated and/or denied from entering their homes due to the crash. The NTSB report concluded in 2004 and indicated that the FRA recommended that, quote, in the presence of any condition that might impede safe passage of a train, the dispatcher should immediately ensue a speed restriction to 20 miles an hour, and that signal or track maintainers should be given priority on occupying the track for the purpose of investigating a signal system or track component problem. 17 people were injured, and damage totaled to $1,020,000 US, equivalent to $1,420,829 US in 2018. This train crash was quite similar to the 1996 Wyoming train crash. Railroads have thankfully attempted to stop crashes like this from happening in the future.